It's a new week and we are still here in Oslo, not traveling so much, so we thought we would make another video, and this time I will talk about education and why I think it's one of the most important things when it comes to success. So first off, I thought I would talk about my own education and why I believe a lot of people are misunderstanding what education actually is. I didn't go to school for that long. I stopped after college and I never took a higher education. Hei.
Dere drev på meg.
Ja, sorry. Men vi skulle ta det ut, men ja. Men ja, takk for at du passer på. Ja, vi skal se på oss. Okay. Don't put garbage in the hallway. We learned something new today. Okay, so let's get back to topic. So first off, I want to talk about my own education and also why I think a lot of people are misunderstanding what education actually is about. For me, I didn't go to school for that long, or I did go to college, but then after that I started to study event and sports management. But because of my freestyle career and a lot of traveling, I stopped. I had too much to do and it took too much time. I was also studying in a different city, not in Oslo where I live, so I had to travel a lot to be able to study. And I also realized that for me, it's not always the best way to go to a university to study and to have somebody to tell you what to do every day. For me, it's better to learn simply by doing and also just by experience. So I wanted to study event and sports management a lot because of freestyle football, because I wanted to get into events and also how organizations work related to sport, and it did help me a little bit for freestyle, but I would say that a lot of people today look at education as something you need, or to be able to get the papers to get the job that you want. And I don't think they are looking at education as the information you get and the knowledge, because when I say that I didn't go to or took any higher education, I do get a lot of people asking why and how I was able to start for freestyle and to be able to start my own company and to get where I am today. And a paper is not going to do that, but it's more about the knowledge you get. And for me, I found that to be able to educate myself, the best thing was not to go to university. For me, the best thing was to just get out there and do it. So I started my own company and I wanted to create products, the best products possible for my own sport, which is freestyle football. And instead of going to school, which wouldn't help me that much, it was better to just get in there, do it, and then learn while you are in the process. It can be kind of hard because you're kind of thrown out there, and then when you get, challenges, you kind of have to just attack them right there and then. And that's why I think school can be really good for some people, because it will prepare you for potential problems, and also just you will kind of get to know what you're getting into before you're getting into it. But I also think a lot of people are using it in the wrong way. They don't understand that what you're learning today at school or at the university or wherever is something that you actually are going to use. So that's why you need both. You need to learn what you're going to do, but also be practical and actually get out there and do the tasks you need to do. So for me, I've never been a guy that can sit down and get instructions by a teacher or somebody to tell me what I need to learn. I need to go out there and seek for it myself. So I learned a lot through a few mentors, but mostly Google, YouTube, just searching up the topics and what I need to know. If I couldn't find it there, I tried to find people that knew about it, and I tried to talk to them to see if they had something they could help me out with. So I do think it's very individual, and I'm not saying that school or university is not the right thing. It's just that at a university you might learn one thing from one perspective, but it's very important to learn or to get knowledge about the subject from different perspectives, and that's been really important for me. And I think, you know, when you're doing your own research as well, don't just trust the first source that you are getting to. Try to find other sources, and then you can make up your own mind, because today I also think that a lot of jobs are formed by one school system, because the students just believe what the teacher told them and what their school told them and teach them, instead of actually doing research for yourself as well, to check out what other universities, what Google and knowledgeable people say about that topic. So it's very important to gather more information, and you can get that a lot through the internet. Today you have information everywhere. It's just about if you're structured enough. A lot of people are not structured enough to do their own research and to be able to educate themselves. That's why they go to school. And I also think if you don't know what you want to do in life and study, it might be good to just take a subject and just go for it, see if you like it or not. And it doesn't hurt to get more knowledge. Then you might find something that you really like, or you might figure out that the subject you are studying is not fun at all, and then you find something else. But you have to study because of the knowledge and because you want the information, not because you want a paper that you can show someone, because when you're actually getting the job that you want, you don't know how to do it. And you also have to realize there's a big difference between sitting at school, studying it and knowing your subject, than to actually do it. So I do think more people should go out to do their own studying and educate themselves. I've been doing that when it comes to for freestyle, creating products, and even just like in the beginning, I wanted to create the perfect ball and the perfect shoes for freestyle football, but I didn't even know how to contact a factory, and I didn't even know how to draw a sample to be able to make the shoe. Like I have no knowledge of where to start, but I started with doing research on Google, YouTube. How did you contact different factories? How could you make a drawing or a sample to provide to the factories? Then I needed to learn Illustrator, Adobe Illustrator. That's a program you can use. Photoshop. Same with cameras and filming. When me and Tommy are filming and making videos now for Freestyle Media and for Freestyle and our own channels, it's all through our own research. So of course it could be good to go to school and learn more about film and pictures and everything, but I also think it can be good to just do your own research, so you're not formed by someone else. You can form yourself, or you can kind of find your own style without being shaped by one person, one teacher, or one university. You can then pick up things from people that you like and what you actually want to learn, and then put it together and find your own style. So I'm sure I'm doing a lot of mistakes and weird things when it comes to making films, making pictures, and also when I'm creating the designs for freestyle, the new products. It might be much easier ways, but I also think it's a good way of learning, and always having the mindset that you can learn something new, and also that mistakes is a good thing, because by making a mistake, you know that, okay, that's now not how I should do it. then you can learn from that and then take it to the next step and try to learn how to actually do it. Not think about mistakes as something negative. And that comes to, it relates to everything. Like when it comes to freestyle, when it comes to camera, when it comes to design, whatever it is, you learn a lot more by just doing stuff and then failing. This is nothing new, so I'm sure many of you guys already know it, but I still think a lot of you don't really actually use it every day and think about it, especially when it comes to education and knowledge, that you're educating yourself because of knowledge. And I would say that I have many master degrees. I have a master in freestyle football. I would say I have it in camera and media, marketing probably. You don't always have to measure your knowledge with a degree. I think you should think more about what you actually have up in here. And there's so many subjects, and you don't have to be expert at one thing. You can educate yourself within a lot of things, and just because you didn't go to school or a university to learn it doesn't mean that you don't know about it or you're not an expert. Beside everything else that I talked about, I also have a lot of other interests like nutrition and health in general, and I do a lot of research when I'm back home, looking up how to optimize my body and my health. And yeah, just in general, I want to say that education is very, very important. But when I talk about education, I'm not talking just about school. I'm talking about doing your own education. And I think everybody should take responsibility for their own learning and education, not just trusting a university or a YouTube video for that sake. It's just you need to take responsibility and do your research. So that's my take on education. I hope you guys liked this video, and remember that this is my point of view. I'm not saying that this is how it is, but this is how I look at education. So if you have any comments, let me know down below. We can discuss it down there. And if you like the video, of course, give it a like and subscribe if you haven't, and see you guys in my next video.